It's like a brown slash mark at the bottom of the inventory tab. It's like a little button. If
I
you
see
hover
it
over it, it'll
now.
say editing list.
Yeah,
Okay.
bottom right. Yeah, there you go. I got it added for you. But you can also, even in your in the where all your stuff is listed, you can actually just right click there, and it'll pull up that dial of buttons at the very bottom. It says create item. You can also hit that, and it'll pop up a blank line for you, and then you just add the weight in there and whatnot. So.
So, more than just having this stuff here, it's kind of weird that there's this port city iron bar currency jammed up in this area where there's just people from Red Larch.
And by,
Just
by
an
this
FYI.
time, you can start to hear other voices and stuff as well. You can start to hear some other voices coming back from the area that you came.
You mean from the west, huh?
Yeah, from
Maybe
the
we
west.
should. So let's head south and find this guy. What do you guys want to do?
Well, if there's somebody coming from the west, I don't want them getting the jump on us.
Yeah, we need to
I
take
don't,
care
I
of
don't
those
want
who
them
come up
being.
behind us.
Yeah, I don't want to be pinched in between them.
I feel bad killing everybody from Red Larch.
Well,
Okay, I'm over.
How,
Let's
Well,
about,
we
do
I,
it.
how
can-
about I should talk to him first?
You can give them the opportunity to throw down their arms and surrender all their, surrender their themselves.
Throw down their arms and surrender all their gold? Is that what you're going to say? We were just helping these people. We came down here to help those people to be heroes. And then somehow this guy suckered them into thinking that, yeah, let's convince them that guy was tricking them and that these rocks are just regular rocks with magic powers. So I guess maybe they're not regular rocks. I don't know.
You can hear I didn't. You can hear I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I told you I didn't do it.
I head out over there and let me move my token before I get yelled at.
I'm gonna stealth up against this wall, Dave, and with my
Ugh.
ginormous bald head, I'm gonna peek around the corner.
I'm gonna try to scrabble up on top of a rock.
We
All right.
really haven't had a lot
So
of success.
as you guys
stumbling
get
on
back
those,
over
by
to the
way.
door, you can see that there are several doors. Well, you can see that all the doors are open, and as you can see into the other room, you can see torches, and you can also see that you can see other people from Red Larch here holding torches, and you can see the old man Bear Augustus that you had just had the conversation with the hall. You can see that he is shackled, and you can also see the constable of Red Larch, Harburg. Remember the guy that you know, the first guy that you met when your caravan, when you got there. So you can see that Harburg is actually interrogating this, Bear Augustus. What the heck is going on? Where did these dead bodies come from? And Bear Augustus is saying there's other people in the room to the east. You need to ask them, and I don't know about these other dead bodies, and he's asking basically who else is involved with this, because the constable Harburg, he never knew of this chamber down here. He never knew at all of anything going on down here. So this is all news to him and to a lot of the others in Red Larch. And you guys can hear and see this as you get back over to the door on the western wall.
Gentlemen and lady, sounds like it's time for a little diplomancy.
Yes, I agree.
So there you go, guys.
So you guys want me to take it? Is
$37.
that what you're saying?
Company of
Okey-doke,
Heroes
I'll follow
one.
man.
This is Company of Heroes
don't.
1,
You just hit
not
things with a
2.
hammer. Let the token be for the adults.
Oh, come on, it's just starting to get interesting.
I say we run.
Go ahead, dwarf, if you must. You-
Hardberg, is that you?
What? Huh? He shines the, he's a human. He's shining the. Who is that? Who's
Theo.
called me?
That's Theo.
The Grogfist Ale? Is that Theo? You guys were the ones
only
down
one.
here, huh? I can't really see you guys. He starts to walk towards the doorway. And, he's got other, a couple of the other, I guess you could say the elders of Red Larch, and several of the, reserve guards that are really not full-time guards. They're basically keeping track of, the old man, keeping tabs on him. So. And then, as he kind of comes into the room a little bit more, he can see you guys. He goes, what is this place? Is everybody all right? So we see that there's dead bodies all over the place in here. What the hell is going on in here?
Apparently, the town has been infested with a shite load of cultists.
In a cult in Red Larch? No.
Aye.
I nod in agreement. Yeah, and they're making magic by moving rocks.
Do you guys remember the name that I gave you?
Yeah.
Larch.
Larch.
No, the name of the
Black Earth.
Cult of the
well,
Black
yeah,
Earth.
the cult of the Black Earth. Yeah, but there was the believers. They're the merchants and stuff that basically had named themselves the believers here in Red Larch. So, yeah, and he looks back. Harbert looks back at the old man and says, "Who all is involved in this?" He goes, "There's a lot of people involved." And Harbert says, "You're going to be brought up on murder charges. Who committed these murders?" Harbert, he's starting to get pissed off, and Bear Augustus, he's kind of he's beating around the bush on, with Harbert.
Well, we killed them, to be honest. They attacked us as we were exploring this place.
Talking about all of the citizens here of Red Larch. These were citizens of Red Larch, and and he can see that there was 5 dwarves, and I know a couple of you guys took the cultist masks, so he can see that there are some masks, laying beside the bodies in a couple of these robes, and and then Bear Augustus tells him that basically they called themselves the believers, and then he goes into the story that there's a lot of people in town that are involved with this, and it's for the benefit of the good of the town. And these moving stones, Bear Augustus goes into these moving stones, how they can foresee the future, and
So I interrupt.
talk to. Mm-hmm.
I was going to say I interrupt Bear Augustus, and I yell, "It's a trick! The seer tricked them for money! Or for power. Either one, it's a trick. The rocks have nothing to do
Larach
with
would
what
never
happens.
do that. Larach would not trick the people of Red Larch. We helped him."
No, he did. We moved all kinds of rocks, and nothing bad happens. And Lyric said that all Red Larch people are weak-headed. He said it right to my face.
So he wants to see this, Harbert goes back over to Bear Augustus and leads him into the chamber, and he can see that the rocks that are tilted over, and Bear Augustus, "Oh, you're going to bring misfortune and bad times upon the people of Red Larch," and
I'll walk
I'm
over
going
to
to try
one
to
of the
persuade
rocks.
him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Theo.
okay,
I was going to try to
Sure.
persuade him.
That would be good.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You don't persuade him very good with it too. So.
You know, I'm not gonna persuade him with. I guess I'll roll to persuade, but basically what I want to do, Dave, is I want to make him watch me, and I'm gonna push
Fantasy
over one of
Grounds,
these rocks,
Ragnick.
and then we're gonna wait there.
Make
for
sure to
something
follow
bad
the
to happen.
follow the
So
channel,
let me
guys,
roll for
please.
persuasion
Follow the
just
channel.
to see if I can, but I suck at everything having to do with tricking people. Oh, that's not so shabby.
Oh,
Are you fucking kidding me?
yeah. He kind of cowers down at you, Donk, and he says,
So
how are you intimidating him? I want to
So,
hear this.
I just stare him right down, and I'm like, I will prove that rocks have nothing bad. And then I go to this one rock that I moved my token next to, and while he's watching me, I just push it.
And as you go to push, he goes, no, don't, you'll bring misfortune. And then you push it over. Boom, the rock shatters, and the lentil goes over. The roof collapses, breaks, and
The roof collapses?
oh, the roof on the the lentils, the
No,
post
that's
and
cool.
lentil.
I was thinking
Yeah,
the roof to the
you
cave.
push the one, it tilts the other, it falls over. The slab roof on top falls over, knocks the other one over. Yeah, and he goes, no, and then he looks and he goes, why did Lorik lie to us? And now he's starting to go into like a light sob, and he goes, we trusted Lorik. We trusted him.
Did you give Lyric power? Did you give Lyric money? Two things you dumb humans always give up.
Man, Donk is smart.
We
Power, money, and chicken.
we gave him money. We would make offerings to the dwarf statue, and he would say that would bring good things that would come to Red Larch, and it always happened.
Ha ha! You tricked.
And there was like a week ago where we didn't have enough in the contributions for the statue for the week, and that's when he came back and told us that that Lance Rock had fallen. Oh, he must have he's the one that bashed down Lance Rock. Unbelievable.
Yeah, the necromancer.
The citizens of Red Larch, get your pitchforks, get your torches. We're going after this Larrick guy. And the old man,
get him.
and then all of a sudden, Harburg's like, you're not going anywhere. He goes, what about those dead bodies 2 chambers back? And he says, I didn't have anything to do with it. Baragustus says, I swear, I didn't have anything to do with that. I didn't have anything to do with that. And he's kind of being a little bit coy, you know what I mean, about it, everything that's
And I just yell out, he had everything to do with it. It was all his fault.
Hey, he's talking about where the giant rats were, right?
Yeah, where Misty charged in. Yeah, he goes, no, it wasn't me. It was. And then, by this time you can see that there's an orc that's being shackled also, and there's a young boy that is on sort of like a turnip, and you guys are back in the other room by now, and the door to the west is opened up now, and as you guys are in the other room, there is a and the old man, he's like right here. The door to the west opens up, and several more of the guards of Red Larch, they bring this orc out, and then they bring out a boy that's been very, very, very badly beaten, it looks like, and they put the boy down onto that's on the turnip, that they put him down on the ground, and Baragustus is going on to saying, it wasn't me. It was Marlandro and Alberi and Ilmith. They're the ones that killed him. They were supposed to be sacrifices. They weren't of anybody of important here. They weren't anybody from Red Larch, and Larrick said that the sacrifices would bring prosperity for the crops of Red Larch this year. And and Harbrook is saying, what? Who in the hell is this? Who is this guy? Where is this guy at? Did you? And he turns towards you guys. He says, "Did you guys kill? Is he dead in the other room? Where is this guy? Where's this Lark?"
We should
Yes.
get him.
We should get him.
My guy, Donk is like furious. The slobber, all the panic and all the anger for all these terrible things is built up with him, and I'm just throwing slobber. My eyes are glowing red, and I'm like, "Let's get him!"
Harbrook, he says, well, he points towards the old man and to the orc, and he tells. Baragusa says, Grun, he's not part of the believers. He's just someone that just does work around here. He has nothing to do with this. But, he does. It doesn't matter because he's still part of this group. So he tells them that they're going to be, if this Lark cannot be found, you are going to be the one that, you two are going to be the ones that are going to be brought up and courted for these murders.
Oh, that
Haywood, thank you very much for the follow.
We better
but
go after
and that's when
him.
Baraugustus goes into saying, it was Barry and Ilmith and Marlandro,
Does this boy
that
need
that are
medical
the
attention?
actual. Oh, he's in pretty bad shape. Definitely, he's very pale. His feet are and as he's laid down. A couple of the guards says, we found him in the next room, and there were such a grotesque sight. This foul orc was standing guard at the door as this poor boy laid strewn out, quartered, with massive rocks put on his wrist and his ankles to prevent him from moving. And
I'll use a charge of my healer's kit on him.
okay, all right. You're able to stay. I mean, he was pretty much stabilized anyway. But the boy, he does ask you, sir, he sees your water skin. May I have a drink of water? I have not drinking in several days.
Except it's Scotch and yours, isn't it?
I am quite thirsty.
Someone get this boy some water. I don't think he wants it in my water skin.
I have some water. And I'm used to healing people in my camp too, but we use it by dumping the water in our mouths and then we'll spit it into his mouth.
So,
I'll let him have some water.
As he introduces himself as Braylon Hatherhand, the constable comes over and says, Hatherhand, and he comes over and he says, Braylon, he's the son of one of the entrepreneurs here in Red Larch, and he says, "How did you get down into here, boy?" And he goes, "I messed up and Father brought me down here to teach me a lesson.
It's a harsh lesson, boy.
I've been here for 2 days." And then the guard says, "Yeah, there were heavy stones placed on his wrist and his ankles." And his wrists and ankles are not broke or anything. He's just pretty much cold, thirsty, scared. His wrists and ankles are all scratched up, and he's a little intimidated by seeing all these people. And
I better tell everybody. I better tell these guys because they probably don't know. So Donk turns around and says, "Hey, human, weak, frail man, not take so much rock." Because I want them to know that humans can't take that much stuff or they're going to kick it.
Yeah.
In case they didn't know.
And he says, "Your father did this to you?" And the boy says, "Yes, but Constable, I'm not angry at my father or for the believers. This sort of treatment is the norm for this group, and I made a mistake and I had to pay the price." And then the orc says, "He was not going to die. He not die at all. He just learned lesson. Lesson."
That's enough out of you, orc.
I say we stomp, orc. stomp him till he's jelly.
No,
We
no.
need to go after the seer.
Yeah, he tells we're gonna get this hashed out, and the constable Harbuck he tells his guards to go round up Merlandro and gather up Alberi and Elmeth, and we need to talk to them, find out who else is involved. And then Bear Augustus, he says, "You're not going anywhere, Bear Augustus. You're going to the." Basically, they're taking everyone to the jailhouse tonight. And everybody's
we'll tell the
being
constable
taken
that we're
there.
gonna go. We'll tell the constable that we're gonna go search for Lyric, I think.
Okay. And
Because-
he appreciates your help. He appreciates everyone's help, and it's unfortunate that something like this cult was a part of our small town that we are trying to grow, and it's like we're driving people away now.
Well, we are the heroes, so it's what we do.
All right, so you guys
So
go back over to the south chamber, and you guys follow this chamber. Now, the chamber, it's not a very long chamber. This secret chamber pretty much goes about 100 feet, and it gets really narrow, and it leads to Malekos Stoneworks, and you will pull up the Red Larch map really quick, so we can close this out, and we'll go to Red Larch.
We never saw what this guy looked like, though. So
This is one of
It'll
the
be hard to
locations
find
that
him.
you guys never went to. So it's location pretty much number 18 on the map. So you guys up at the very top, that's a Malekos quarry.
I thought 18 was Blinko's Stoneworks.
Malekos, yeah, Malekos, yeah.
Malekos. I thought it was
Malekos.
Blinko.
No,
Okay,
it was
I'll change
Maleko.
that.
And we pop up in their cellar or something?
No, it's like just like an entryway in their quarry. You just pop out of their quarry.
Yeah, so this was the place that had all the white dust everywhere from the
Mm-hmm.
stone quarry. And then we just kind of looked at it, then we kept going.
Yeah. So let me yeah, you guys have you guys can go to the story tab, and you can click on there should be one called Red Larch Locations right there. It is public, and then you can just kind of scroll down to number 18, and there's Maleka Stoneworks basically. And Alberi is
nice.
one of the names that was listed as being involved with the Believers. So yeah. So Maleko Stoneworks, man, involved with who else is and Harburg tells you that this is something that is going to need to be investigated for days, maybe weeks, maybe even several months. And when there's
go to bring out the guillotine.
yeah,
Let's have
when
some
there's
witch trials.
more information, learn that he'll pass it on to you, and he thanks everyone for risking their lives not only to save the people from Red Larch but to protect them. And it's unfortunate that you were attacked by the other members of Red Larch, but this Believers and this cult called the Believers just should not have been doing what they were doing. And they'll find out. They'll get down to the bottom of it. Now, as you guys make your way out of, as you guys come up towards number 18 Malekos, you can see that there is with a fresh set of prints. You can see that looks like it was just, basically goes off to the north and out of the town.
Oh, my feet are tired.
Just don't be a wuss. We gotta chase this guy while we can.
I
Although somebody
know,
better go get.
but I'm bitching and I'm grumpy.
He's had I'd say about 20 minutes or so, 15, 20 minutes head start on you guys, because you guys talking with
need some
Harbor and
horses.
whatnot.
We don't need horses. We can track them.
There's wagon wheels. There's a couple wagon wheel places in here. Chicken
Yeah,
coops.
we can grab some wagon wheels. So we just ride on the wheels, like balance on them.
Grab a wagon, hook dog
Like a
up to it.
unicycle. I'll pull a wagon, you suckers.
Dave, to the
Cal?
you say they're going north. Is it
There's
on
just
the
the
road?
one set of prints, and you're able to follow them right to the edge of Red Larch, and then you lose the trail. It's just like you just don't even know which way that these tracks went.
Even with my awesome
but were they
nature
on the road?
skills.
They were on the road, and then they veered off the path and just kind of took off towards just the woods, the surrounding woods around Red Larch.
East or west?
North, actually, it was north, and then it kind of veered off to like the northwest.
And our tracker's not here.
No, she's not.
Oh, she's sick.
She said she had to. She said she wasn't feeling too well, so she had to head
except
back to the inn.
I can also track. I've got great survival skill and great nature. So being in the mountains, so I can start trying to track a little bit if you guys want to start following them now. I mean, I think the longer that we wait, the bigger head start that this guy's gonna get.
Yeah,
let's go now.
You could do a give me a tracking, and when you give me a tracking, give it to me with disadvantage, because of the amount of time that he's had a head start, and because of the sun is going down, and it's really hard to see try to track something in the dark.
So I'll give you.
Werewolf,
tracking
thank
from
you very
nature,
much,
right?
man.
Or is it from?
Tracking is tracking. Tracking is.
I
I
don't
think
see
it is.
Tracking in the
I think
skills.
no. Tracking is from. I think it's survival.
Survival. Okay.
Is it survival? Let's open it up really quick. Yep, follow track survival. So
Okay.
give that to me with disadvantage.
Here we go. Oh!
Ah, nice. Not too bad. So
Both 18s.
yeah, very nice. So you
So I'm
can
rooting around, sniffing the ground and picking up dung and tasting it. I think she went this way. I think it went this way.
you're picking up dung. Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of funny because as you were tracking this and this dung, you actually tracked it to a point to where there was a horse tied up on a tree on the outskirts of town, and this dung that you were eating was actually from a horse. And it looks like you had tracked him to this point, and then you tracked the horses going another direction back to the east.
So I turn around and tell the group that he's on a horse, and I think the horse has worms. Let's get on and chase him.
Bane, thank you very much.
You guys
Haywood,
have a hard time
Second
tracking
Breakfast,
down a
the
horse.
President,
Oh,
and
we can track
Belkid.
a horse.
Thank you guys so
Horses are
much for the
easy.
follows. I appreciate
They're
it.
just like
Thank you
tracking
guys.
humans, but you have 4 chances to find out where their steps go. Easy.
4 chances.
If you say so.
Yeah, normally it's just for humans. It's just 2 chances to see.
As
But with
Kel
horses,
kind of
there's 4.
slings his sword over his shoulder and says, "I'm going back to Red Larch. I'm not chasing down a horse on foot."
Yeah, we better get a horse or something. I'll have to get something. I don't know if I can ride a horse actually, being 360 odd pounds.
Sure, you could ride a warhorse. Absolutely. You sure?
Oh, okay, I
Yeah,
thought maybe I
sure,
had to
why
tie
not?
2 ponies together or something. I don't know.
Maybe a pony for each ass cheek.
That's right.
That could work.
Perfect. Yeah, we better go back and tell. Let's
Or
go
just
tell
get a
the
wagon.
constable.
Sure.
So let's hoof back to the
The
constable
butchery,
area.
yeah, the butchery. Remember, he is in the location of the butchery.
I remember. Yeah,
It's called an abattoir.
an abattoir. But that's really fancy.
Yeah, it's a slaughterhouse.
Yeah, then it's
That's
not so
where he
fancy.
hangs out at the
The fancy name for a
slaughterhouse.
slaughterhouse is an abattoir.
We should burst into the abattoir.
Yeah,
and
so
we should.
Go ahead. I'm
Go,
sorry.
we're gonna just yell to the guy. We need horses, horsies.
Yeah, so you should get back to the butcher. You can see that The constable is outside. There's several other notable figures there also talking.